Today we are checking out the brand new ELEGOO H1 HT, which is, believe it or not, ELEGOO's first filament dryer. Is that right? Seriously? All right, well, let's check this thing out and see what it's capable of. ELEGOO did send this out to me so I could check it out. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and then we'll see what it's all about. I think this is gonna be a big competitor to like the Bamboo Lab version of this, which is, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put it right here. Inside the box, instruction with happy printing, some PTFE tubes that have desiccant in it, okay? And then we have the filament dryer itself. And this is just a single roll filament dryer, but it is capable of going at higher temperatures than pretty much any other filament dryer that I have currently. So I'm kind of excited for this. Now this does have some really good specs. It can dry up to 85 degrees Celsius. And that's, I think, about 15 more degrees than any other filament dryer that I have. I'll have to double check, but I think this is quite a bit more. It's not very heavy, and it looks pretty cool. It's got a nice big screen on the front. PLB on. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is about 70 bucks. So it's not the cheapest filament dryer out there, but for it going up to 85 Celsius, that's actually not a bad price. I think it's quite a bit cheaper than the Bamboo Lab equivalent. And the other cool thing is that this can rotate the spool while it's drying. Now, obviously you can't print and rotate at the same time because, well, that wouldn't work very well. But the filament will roll itself as it gets printed. So that works. And now let's talk about the rotating filament here, because that is actually very important. So what can happen here, and I've seen it happen on some other filament dryers, is all the heat's coming from the bottom, and even it could do such a good job of rotating the inner air, kind of circulating it around, you can still get a hot spot on the very bottom. And so by having this constantly rotate, the filament's not going to get hot in one spot like it normally would. And having that filament just continually spin like this, there's never going to be a hot spot in one spot, and you're never going to run into an issue. I have seen in the past where filament has just sat there right next to the heating element, and it'll just go way hotter than it's supposed to, and it'll end up warping either the spool, or it'll actually warp the filament itself. This front latch right here, you just pull up, and it opens. Inside we have foam. No, not really. We have just some more accessories in here, like a power cable, a PTFE coupler, and that's it. On the back here, it is really cool. We have an automatic moisture venting system. It's gonna open up as it dries, and once it's done drying and it turns off, I'm assuming it's just gonna close. And that's really cool. So I do like to see that because that's gonna kind of keep your filament being a little bit drier longer than if they weren't. Here in the desert, we're not super humid, so I don't have to worry about it as much, but if you're somewhere else like the East Coast where it gets crazy humid, you're probably gonna really love that function. But let's go ahead and get this on and check it out. Now you might be wondering, why does drying matter? Well, a lot of filament can absorb the moisture, and when it does, it's going to cause print imperfections. In fact, I did a video on this right here when I showcased an IBOS filament dryer. Definitely check that out because you can see the differences of drying filament versus not drying filament. And if you use anything like Bamboo Labs PETG High Flow, you have to dry this for 8 hours before you can use it. Otherwise, it doesn't print as well. But let's go ahead and get this plugged in. On the back, we have the power cable input and an on-off switch. Oddly enough, we have a quarter 20 socket back here. I'm not sure what that's for. I just figured out what the back piece is right here with the quarter 20. So this is if you want to have the filament go out the back. They do have another port up here if you're using fiber filament or say TPU, where it needs to have a little bit nicer of a path. Now, one other cool thing here is the fact that they do include a PTFE coupler that you can plug in onto the back here, and it just goes straight into the quarter 20. And using the included PTFE tube, you now have a really good way to print directly from this. And you can run this straight to your printer. You can run this just as a guide, so it has a nice smooth place to get out of the filament dryer. It's a really nice addition to see. On the front here, we do have a nice large color touchscreen. English. Oh, that's simple. Let's see, we got our temperature, our relative humidity, set temp. You have presets, there's 12 here. That's cool to see. This is nice and easy to choose. I really like this interface so far. Time, 8 hours at 55 degrees. Let's see what it goes to. 85. That's awesome. What's that say under the warning? Please follow the filament's official specs. Excessively high temperature may damage it. So yeah, you definitely don't want to like do PLA at 85C. It'll actually melt in here. Custom drying, rotate drying, lid open detection. That's kind of cool. Custom drying just takes you to the other screen. Settings, we can change Celsius to Fahrenheit. Language, English. Notification sounds, restore factory defaults. About. Model, ID, version, ELEGOO, website. Yeah, I don't think we necessarily need all that, but it's good to see. All right, let's get a roll of filament loaded up and see how loud it is. Go ahead and open up this Bamboo Lab filament here and throw it on a spool. Now, for PETG high flow, we do have to do it at, what was it? 8 hours at like 55 Celsius or something like that. But we're gonna go with whatever this says as a recommendation and go from there. It's kind of, it throws me off here because the texture on the top, it looks like you would push down, but it's actually, you need to pull up on it. So put that in there. Whee! Close it. Filament, PETG, 65C for 8 hours, start. Secure the end of the filament as shown to prevent tangling. Don't have to worry about that because it's a fresh roll. Start. It's pretty quiet, actually. And it looks like it has a very continuous rolling feature. So it's just slowly rolling it continuously. The IBOS filament dryer that I've showcased previously would do like a stop and stutter. So it would go, stop, go, stop, go. And it would just kind of do a little bit each time. This is a continuous one, and this is a lot quieter. Now you might be wondering why you need a filament dryer that can go up to 85 degrees Celsius. Well, the simple fact is some of these filaments need that high of a temperature, like PC, nylon, stuff like that. They require those higher temperatures to dry out properly. Now, it's definitely going to be overkill if you're only printing PLA and PETG, but it is nice to know that you have something that can go that high, so I think that is a positive. This is actually really cool. So like I said, it does have the auto moisture venting, so once it gets to a certain point, it should automatically close that back. Kind of cool, it stops it and it airs it out saying, hey, the lid's open. It is currently open. And it closes when it turns it off. So that's a really cool feature. Now, look, this isn't a review, this is just an unboxing, kind of like a product showcase, just showing that ELEGOO released a filament dryer, and it's really cool, and it seems really good, but only time's gonna tell. If you're interested in checking this out, I have a link down below. It's probably gonna be an affiliate link. This is just a super quick video. It's so hot here in the garage. Running these is going to be awful. It's about 109 right now, and that's just in the garage. Yeah, so content's been a little bit slower. Quicker videos like this is what needs to suffice until we can cool off a little bit, but stay tuned because I got some really cool stuff coming. This is Adam from the Rad Dad Print Lab, and I'll see you next time.